Niki. This is Devin.
Make sure you start like this.
Yeah.
Don't be like.
Is that deep enough?
Yeah, you might want to come this way and then go that way.
Yay! Yay! Okay. Okay, so he's cut. Oh, got some hair inside of him.
It looks like a cow!
No! Can you take it over? Not a Nick. Oh! That is on camera. Oh, Atlanta. Now, I am cutting
Actually, kind of cute.
the sartorius muscle
Nice. Yeah.
of Neville. Good. Okay, so this muscle right here on the cat is the sartorius. It adducts and rotates the hip and extends the knee, and it's wide and thin on the cat and long and skinny on the human. Okay, this muscle right here is the gracilis on the cat. It adducts the hip and flexes the knee, and it is long and skinny on the human and wide and thin. It covers the anterior side on the cat. The green one? Yeah. Okay, so then this is the tensor fasciolate on the cat. It's really short here, but there's a long tendon that goes down and connects to the knee. This muscle right here. It flexes the hip, and it's the same on the human and the cat. Okay. These are the adductors on the cat, and the cat has two, the adductor femoris and the adductor longus. And the human has three, the adductor magnus, the adductor longus, and the adductor brevis. So the cat has four quads, they're right here along the top of the leg. It has the rectus femoris right here, and then it has the vastus lateralis, the vastus medialis, and then connected to the bone is the vastus intermedialis. And they all help extend the knee. Like this. Also, the adductors adduct the hip. And they're the same on the person. The vastus intermedius, the vastus lateralis, and the vastus medius. Okay. Okay, so that is all. We have the hamstrings. Hamstrings. And the quadofemoralis. That's for the... Okay, so for the hamstrings, we have the biceps femoris, which is this big outer muscle right here, and it lays like that. Stroke it. And then we also the hip and flexes the knee. And on the person, it's larger on the cat and smaller on the person. Biceps. Okay, so then on the cat, we have the semimembranosus and semitendinosus. This is the semimembranosus right here. It's bigger. And it is, and it extends the hip and flexes the knee. Okay, and the semimembranosus and semitendinosus is the same on the human and the cat. Oh, sorry, this is the semitendinosus on the cat. It's smaller than the semimembranosus. And it flexes the knee and extends the hip too. Okay, that's it, and then we'll do all of these. Okay, so the first butt muscle on the cat is the caudal
femoralis, which is right here.
It adducts the hip and pulls the tail laterally, and the human does not have one.
Okay, the next muscle on the butt is the gluteus maximus, which is right here, sort of underneath the caudal femoris.
It adducts the hip. And on the cat, the gluteus medius is bigger than the gluteus maximus, and on the human, the gluteus maximus is bigger than the gluteus medius.
Caudal meaning tail, femoralis meaning near the femur. That's my guess with what I see. But you're gonna have to keep cleaning.
Start researching the cat.
Try to go very gently like I did.
Shake.
Maybe. Okay, so this muscle right here is the tibialis anterior.
It does dorsiflexion.
Okay, this is the extensor digitorum longus.
It extends the phalanges or digits.
This group of muscles back here are the peroneus muscles.
The longest pronates and flexes the foot, the brevis extends the foot, and the tertius extends and adducts the fifth digit and flexes the foot.
This muscle right here is the soleus,
It's used for plantar flexion,
and the big muscle on the back is the gastrocnemius.
and it's also for plantar flexion.
Okay, so this is the spinotrapezius.
It draws the scapula dorsally and medially.
This is the acromiotrapezius.
It draws the scapula dorsally and medially.
And this is the clavicular trapezius.
It draws the clavicle dorsally and superiorly. There's only one trapezius in humans and 3 in a cat.
And this is the levator scapulae.
Okay.
This is the clavicular deltoid. This is the acromiodeltoid.
It adducts and laterally rotates the humerus.
And this is the spinodeltoid.
It adducts and laterally rotates the humerus, and the deltoid and the human combines these two as one.
Oh, and this muscle right here is the latissimus dorsi.
It pulls the forelimb dorsally and medially.
Okay, so underneath all this here, this is the rhomboideus.
It draws the scapula dorsally. This is the teres major. It inwardly rotates and adducts the humerus.
This anterior.
It draws the ribs forward.
Okay.
This is the long head of the triceps brachii. This is the lateral head of the triceps brachii. The medial head is under the lateral, and they all are extensors of the elbow. And the biceps brachii is under the long head of the triceps brachii. Here. This is the biceps brachii. It flexes the elbow.
Okay, so this is the pecto antebrachialis.
It draws the arm towards the chest, and humans don't have it.
This is the pectoralis major.
It draws the arms towards the chest, and in humans, the pectoralis major is bigger than the pectoralis minor, but in the cat, the pectoralis major is smaller than the pectoralis minor.
This is the pectoralis minor.
It draws the arm towards the chest,
And this is the xiphi humoralis.
which the human doesn't have.
Cutting the cat open.
Down the midline of the cat.
That too.
There we go.
Okay, so after cutting Neville open, we've exposed all of his internal organs.
Right here.
Starting at the bottom, this is the small intestine. And if we lift up the small intestine, you can see the large intestine. And while we're under here, you can see his 2 kidneys. There's one on this side right here. And the other one is on this side, this circular shape. right here. This is the spleen, this brown object. Up here, this is the greater omentum, all this yellow stuff. This is the stomach, this whole thing. This is his liver. And if we go inside the liver, we can see this white shape right here is the gallbladder. Okay, so we have removed the stomach from the inside cavity, and now Annie is going to cut it in half. Literally just cut it right like that.
Okay, so this is the cardiac and pyloric sphincter of the stomach. And after we cut into it, you can see the inner lining of the stomach there. Go.
These are the aruge folds, and our cat didn't have them because the stomach was too full. This is the liver. There is 5 lobes, 4 on top, and then a 5th on the bottom. The human only has 4 lobes. This is the gallbladder in the middle, this white little guy right there.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little jacked. This is a lobe from the liver. This is the inner structure of one of the lobes. This is the pancreas, and it connects to the entrance of the duodenum right there, which is the beginning of the small intestine.
This is a small piece of the pancreas. This is a transverse cut of the beginning of the small intestine. A transverse cut of the middle of the small intestine. See the inner lining. This is a transverse cut of the end of the small intestine that leads to the large intestine. This is a transverse cut of the large intestine. The lining differs from the small intestine because it's a lot thinner and slimier. This is where the hostia would be in the cat, but it is not as distinct as it is in the human. This is one kidney, and on the opposite side, there is another. Cutting the ribs open.
Making an incision through the superior aspect of the thorax and the neck. When you pull back the ribs, you can see the trachea here that goes all the way down its neck, and on both sides the lungs, and in the middle of the lungs you can see the heart. This is where the vessels and tubes enter and leave the lungs from the heart.
Okay. When we remove the heart from the body and cut it in half, you can see the 4 chambers. 1, 2, 3, and 4.